friends, I'm Denise Davis Taylor, and I'm one of the ministers here at St. Paul's United Church. And I work with the youth on Sunday morning. So welcome to this Youth Sabbath Reflection. I'm downstairs here in the youth room at St. Paul's. And so today, I wanted to share with you what I think are sort of the bottom line basics for me. When we're in times like this, when there's no school, we have to stay at home, we have to figure out new ways of being church. I like to start with the familiar, with routines, like our routine that we have every Sunday morning of lighting the Christ candle. And we say together, once there was a man who said such amazing things and did such amazing things that people were always asking, "Who are you?" And once Jesus said, "I am the light." This is the light of love, God's love, in our midst, with us today. Thinking about getting back to the basics, I was thinking about a story about Jesus. It's in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 22. And it's a time when the Pharisees, who were really smart guys, they were the lawyers, they were the leaders of the Jewish people. And they were trying to trip up Jesus to see if he really knew his stuff. And so he said to them, or they said to him, "What's the most important commandment or law of all of the Jewish Torah?" Now you have to know that in the Jewish Torah, there are 613 laws. But Jesus didn't even skip a beat. He said, the whole law can be summed up in this. Love God. Love your neighbor. Love yourself. Easy to remember, 3 words. Love God, love your neighbor, love yourself, but not so easy to live. So we have to figure out ways that we can do that. And we have them built right into us. We have what the Enneagram calls virtues. We have virtues, ways of approaching life that really work for us. Some people, for example, love to help others. They love to shovel walkways. They love to take a gift to a friend when they're sick. There are other people that love to organize. They love to organize books. They love to organize their room. They like to organize their house. They like to organize people and events. And that's a great thing. Then there's other people who love to learn. They love to learn about playing the guitar, or maybe it's learning about horses, or maybe it's yoga, or learning another language. They love to learn, and that's good for other people too. Now, we're human beings, and one of the things that happens with us is that we can take a really good thing like virtue and use it for our own selfish ends. If I help people because that makes me feel good about myself, that's selfish. If I learn a lot of things so that I can tell other people, well, you're stupid, that's not very good either. If I organize people or events so I can be in control, that's not so very good either. Still, you're doing good things, but it's for a selfish end. That's where loving and God's love comes into the picture here. God loves us just as we are. We don't have to earn God's love in any way. That's a tricky one to get a hold of because lots of things have qualifications. But God's love is like a beautiful mountain. God's love is like a crystal that grows. God's love is the seeds growing in the ground. God's love for us is unconditional. God just loves us. So let's take a minute and really focus in on God's love. Imagine that you are in the presence of God's love. You can say the words over and over as a mantra, or you can just listen to the sound of the singing bowl. Love God, love others, and love yourself. I hope you'll join us again next Sunday when we have our Sabbath youth reflection again. And I send you peace and love.